Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. I was out here taking some pictures of every year. There's a boy girl mallard, and I'll post these up on Snap next. If you can get a shot of that. There's a female and a male mallard right down here in the creek. See, I don't really gotta go too far to freaking find nature, because nature finds me. That's how Heyoka is high vibrational things attract high vibrational things, and animals are very, very high vibrational beings, and they know, they can feel that I'm not gonna harm them, and I'm not a threat, you know. And people just want to be safe these days. It's kind of bright out today. We don't mind. I don't really care too much about lighting and all that. It's more about the messages that I have than anything. So, I went to Walmart today, and there were a lot of shelves that had a lot of stuff missing, but I didn't see any account of, like, place wasn't wiped out or nothing, And I mention it because people are in fear of the virus, and it's, I don't know. The way I look at it is freaking life is the scary part, My whole life people talk about when you die you go to heaven and everything, everything is what, all there's nothing but good stuff in heaven, right? So where's the challenge in that? Where's the harm in going to a place like that, right? But I think most people don't believe in reincarnation, and they really oughta, because there's a lot to it, and we do a lot. We create a lot of karma, and we don't. What people don't get is it may not be paid back in this incarnation, but it's going to come back around in the next one, or the one after that, or the one after that, because we all just are to have experiences, and all the experiences are supposed to get us to do is freaking just be decent to one another. You don't gotta freaking love everybody and freaking all that stuff, You don't gotta be like that, but you gotta be decent together, and you can't freaking cheat and steal and lie and freaking give people half-truths and whoop. Not give people all the information that they need to come up with a viable solution for what's best for them, and the world is changing very fast because more and more people are starting to come into this alignment that you can't do that. I had meditated about 45 minutes today, and some of the things I was thinking about, because I was listening to Marge's astrology, and and there's all these different storylines for situations that happen, because but unless I'm there, it don't happen. It ain't relevant to me, unless it's in my physical tangibility, if it's less in my close proximity and stuff, and whatever happens, I'm good with. I'd figured out a long time ago that frickin' because everybody dies, we all have an expiration date, that one day that'll happen, so I might as well live to the fullest without being an opportunist while I can, And I had this mindset in this world to come in and just do things all by myself. I'm a very independent person, because it's just how my life was designed. And it's funny how people say, oh yeah, strong women, we need strong women, until they cut across as strong women, and then it's like all of a sudden I'm just a bitch, and freaking no wonder people don't like me, and yada yada, more of the same, I was gonna talk about something. Oh, I wanted to talk about I haven't talked about latitude and longitude in a little while too. So there's a power grid, ley lines, latitude, longitude on the planet, and I believe the people that are we all have energy fields, and where people, what their energy field is based on their soul stamp, their Akashic record, whatever, their karma. We end up in different places in the world, and we're either going to be a plus or a minus. We're either going to add to a situation, like positive, or be a negative and take and draw from a situation. And see, there's been too many people that have been drawing from situations for far too long, and what they were drawing the outgoing didn't match the what they were drawing. Like their expectations of how things they wanted, their demands, that didn't match. And you know what their demands, the input wasn't matching the output. You know, and all these governments, not just the United States, but all over the world, it's like they absorbed all these funds from all making all these businesses and deals and stuff like that. Because you know, don't take things personally. It's just it's just business. But we're spirits having a human experience, so everyone should be taking things personally when people choose business over people, because that's why we live in the world that we live. Because more than 51% value money over people and look at people as like a liability, which is their sickness and their twistedness. It's their low vibrational frequency, you know. And people are starting to see more about frequency and what that means about your vibe, you know. And you don't get to lie to people. You don't get to, like, AI. I could have chosen that for a career path, but it doesn't. It's because I know the hearts of people, and more people have freaking deranged ideas about things. I mean, look around. The evidence of it is more and more paramount every single day. You know, I didn't want to go into AI because I didn't want to be a part of a freaking seedy paradigm. So I went into tech support, you know, business information systems, you know, flow, process, all that stuff, you know. And I still got to see the gross seediness, because it's not about what you know, it's who you know. And the people that know who they know don't know a whole lot. That's why freaking everything is erupting, because they just get paid to freaking guess, you know, because they don't take input. People with egos that colossal don't take guidance from outside sources. They just think that they have an idea, and this is how it is, and this is how we should move forward. But you're not taking into account that we are a multi-universe, and there's lots of possibilities for any one kind of outcome, you know. People think that there's just one, oh no, it'll just happen. If this happens, it'll come out like this, but there's too many variables. There's entirely too many variables. So, I don't know, maybe the world will degrade. Maybe it won't. I don't really care. My world's small anyway. I was thinking about that. It's just me and Mom, you know. I mean, it's just like, you know, and when you think that big things are happening on a worldly scale, you want to share it with people and reach out, and you know, there's all these feelings of community there coming up and things like that, and it's just like, me and Mom are good in Oregon. We ain't nobody care if we're here or not, and we get by, you know. Ain't nothing different for us. Ain't no business. Everything's business as usual for us, you know. I just get annoyed when I have to think about the prospect of having to deal with fearful people, and fearful people annoy. It's like, just slap yourself, man. You know, that's because fear is a vibrational frequency that the masses of asses want people to be in, because when people are fearful, what do? You spend more money, you eat more, you drink more. And here's another interesting thing, too. I was looking at the globe, and it's funny how we perceive things. It's like that Mandela effect with the splash of freaking, you know, and I never really looked at the map. I thought China was like 2-3, in my mind, China was like 2-3, twice the size of the United States, and it's smaller than the United States. And then I started thinking, well, why? You know, because of business, they started outsourcing all this stuff to China that we fully could have been producing and manufacturing here the whole time. But because people are greedy, they wanted China to do it, because they still freaking hire and pay kids freaking, you know, cents on the hour, so that the big old rich freaking plastics of Corp America can freaking, you know, put more money in their pocket. And that, all that stuff is all the stuff that, you know, these are the towers will fall, you know, all that stuff. I don't think I'd ever want to do freaking business with the huge company, man. They're just, it's this paradigm of control, and most of it is all self-serving and stuff anyway. So, I don't know. I just prefer to keep it small, intimate gatherings and just have as much stuff as I need without freaking trying to frickin' stockpile and be a frickin' hoggy glutton, you know. And if I don't have enough, I guess maybe in my next incarnation I'll have taken that account and maybe plan ahead better. But I'm not really too worried about it. I've been through a lot worse at a much younger age. So besides, people are all freaked out about HIV. And look, I mean, well, shoot, what's what happens when you make stuff in a lab, you know? And if you make the ick without making the freaking the antidote to the ick, then, well, that's a problem. But humans aren't the best planners, you know. Humans aren't, you know, and there's always sickness and there's always disease because freaking people are freaking filthy. You know, I don't know why people don't wash their hands after they go to the bathroom, but I guarantee there's freaking a lot more than you would ever think that don't wash their hands after they go to the bathroom, and it's just, I don't know. It's out all the time, man. Ugh. Being in IT, you see how people really are. You know, in their comfort, you know, because, you know, they got work to do and all. And people are just stupid sometimes, but I guess there's a big old injection of fear, then here's yet another opportunity to people to step into their faith of something bigger than them. Unless, of course, they're of the mindset that they just control everything, and, well, you'll do fine on your own, right? Because if your life is wonderful and stellar and it's always has been, then you got a handle on things, and you're gonna fare just fine. So I don't know what side where I will land on the spectrum. There's a squirrel up there. I had a positive day today. I've contributed in a positive way and kept negativity at a minimum, and for that I'm grateful. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.